Namaste, Green Leaf. It's Massini, and today we are going to have a yoga story time. I am going to share with you a variety of kids' yoga books that incorporates the different asana, the yoga movement, and we're going to compare and contrast how each author has illustrated the poses. Sometimes it's the same pose, but it's called a different name. So we're going to notice what we see, and I encourage you to practice the poses along as I read the stories to you. You're also welcome to create your own yoga storytime stories on Seesaw. I have all that information in our Google Classroom that you can create your own yoga storytime videos. There's also a spot where you can self-reflect to write down what you noticed, what's similar about each story, what's different. And there's even a spot where you can create your own yoga story. So I can't wait to see your creativity. So wherever you are, make yourself comfortable, whether you're sitting on your couch, at your kitchen table, maybe you're at the beach, maybe you're on your mat, whatever makes you feel comfortable, as listening to stories is a form of meditation, is a form of mindfulness. And again, all of these stories today include the asana, the yoga movement for the practice in a story format. So the first story that we're going to read today is called Cookie Doga, a book about yoga, mindfulness, and cookies, written by Margaret Harris. Maria and her mama made some cookie dough. Air was sweet, filled with heat. The sun was setting low. What to do with all this dough, wondered Mama aloud. Cookies doing yoga, squealed Maria, feeling proud. They rolled out and kneaded and twisted and turned. They patted and flattened and molded and churned. When they were finished, they looked upon all of the hard work they had done. Maria's dough now looked like yoga. She giggled and called it cookie doga. Mama chuckled, the oven's hot. Let's pop them in and set the clock. While we wait, let's have some fun. We'll practice yoga till they're done. Mama beamed, another great idea. Let's get moving, my sweet Maria. So as you can see here, those are some yoga poses in the form of cookie for some cookie doga. These first three poses can be great for feeling steady, grounded, and safe. Mountain, warrior, and a tree. You are so strong, mighty, and free. Mountain pose. Like a mountain, be steady and tall. Wild winds can't make your body fall. Stand up straight with both feet flat. How does your body feel? Like that. Warrior pose. Step 1 foot back with arms so high. Reach up powerfully to the sky. Warriors help protect and save. What makes you feel bold and brave? Tree pose. Plant 1 foot and bend your knee. Now you are a special tree. Your roots are deep, your branches long. Can you hold your body strong? These next three poses might just be the ones to give you energy. When you balance, jump, and bend, your mind and body are best friends. Airplane pose. Stretch one leg back. It's time to fly. Bring your wings out to the side. Lift your back leg off the floor. Who or what makes your heart soar? Frog pose. Feet are open, legs crouching down with sticky fingers on the ground. Lift your heart and catch a fly. Can your froggy jump so high? Triangle pose. Jump your feet apart so wide, point 1 foot out to the side. Spread your arms and lean down low. Can you touch your little toes? These three poses stretch the spine. Open your heart and let it shine. Cobra, cat, and downward dog can ease the mind and clear the fog. Cobra pose. Bring your belly to the sand. Lift your heart up off the land. Breathe in and hiss. Look side to side. Can your cobra slither and slide. Cat pose. Fluffy kitty loves to stretch, prance and dance, and even fetch. Arch your back, eyes looking down. Can you make a purring sound? Downward dog pose. Place all four paws upon the ground. Prepare to wag your tail around. Tuck your toes and lift your hips. Can your downward dog do tricks? This final pose is good for stress. It can help your body rest. You can do it anytime. Take a moment to unwind. Child's pose. Curl up like a little mouse, dozing and dreaming in a house. Say this mantra in your mind. I am peaceful, brave, and kind. Suddenly, the oven beeped. The cookie's almost done. 1 minute left, Maria cried as she began to run. Mama laughed and nodded as Maria zoomed by. Practicing yoga seemed to make time fly. As Maria continued to wait, her mind began to contemplate. What if the cookies aren't good enough? What if they're burnt or too tough? Oh, my sweet Maria girl, it's normal for your thoughts to twirl. When big feelings circle and spin, connect to your body and check in. That's true, Maria raised her voice. How I feel can be a choice. I have the tools inside of me to send my worries out to sea. Placing a hand upon my heart is always a good place to start. Hear its beat. How does it sound? Feel my feet upon the ground. Take 3 deep and steady breaths. Pause for a moment and reflect. I had oodles of fun today baking cookies in my new way. Maria cheered. I feel all right. I'm proud of what I've done tonight. Stretching and changing like the dough. I'll keep learning as I grow. Cookies come and cookies go. No matter what, I'll always know I can trust myself to see all the good things inside of me. Ding. And then at the end of the story, the author shares with you a sugar cookie recipe. And remember, baking and cooking is a mindfulness experience to really be present, to put in each ingredient, to follow the directions, because if you forget the sugar or you forget the salt or you put too much salt, your cookies or whatever you're baking or you're cooking won't come out as exactly as you thought it would be. So mindfulness is really important when it comes to baking or whatever activity that we're doing. So again, this was Cookie Doga, a book about yoga, mindfulness, and cookies, written by Margaret Harris. So the next book that we are going to read today is called Our Families Doing Yoga, written by Sonjoria Sidnor. We give kisses, hugs, and snuggles. Sometimes maybe there's a shove, but our house is always lit. Yeah, we know it's full of love. All dressed in our favorite costumes, begging mom to watch our show, learning so much, lots of questions, asking mommy, did you know? Juice is spilling from the table. I yell, Mom, she took my cat. Mama says, settle down or you're heading for a nap. We splatter, paint, and sprinkle glitter, bang on drums and bounce on balls. While our mom is making dinner, the baby's drawing on the walls. Seems like mama's always cleaning. Guess we really made a mess. For us, it's a big adventure, but our mom is looking stressed. Then she dashes out the door, sweating, ears are filled with steam. We are all gathered at the window. Our dog has caused a scene. Daddy says she needs a break, but I don't want our mom to leave. So I tell her about mindfulness. I learned about it on TV. I heard it helps to keep you calm, kind of like a superpower. You just focus on your breathing for a minute or an hour. We lay out our mats to join in too. This really worked out great. Now our family's doing yoga and we even meditate. First, we calm ourselves with feathers to begin our breathing flow. Next, we stand tall like a mountain, then lie down just like a bow. Downward dog pose is favorite. Seated lotus keeps us tame. But the giggles become louder when we're practicing the crane. We are on a mindful journey, magical in every way. Mama says things still get crazy, but somehow it's now okay. I never knew we'd enjoy cobra, headstands, tree, and lots of flopping. Yoga, breath, and meditation. Now our family time is popping. And then at the end of this story, the author writes, I Spy Yoga Game. So there are yoga poses pictured throughout this book. Read the description of the poses below. With the help of an adult, try out each pose. Afterwards, reread and find the listed poses. So these are the poses that were illustrated in the story that the family were practicing as I read it to you. So we have star pose. Begin standing tall with both hands at your sides. Stretch your arms and legs out wide like a star. Dancer's pose. Begin standing tall with both hands at your sides. Shift your weight to 1 foot. Bend the opposite knee, lifting feet off the ground, and reach your hands back to grab your lifted foot. Resting pose. Begin on your back. Gently close your eyes with legs straight and arms at your sides. Squat pose. Begin standing tall. Step your legs out wider than your hips with your back straight. Begin to bend your knees and lower your tailbone towards the ground. Hands can be out like goalposts or together in prayer position. Half forward fold. Begin standing tall with a slight bend in your knees. Bend your head and chest towards the ground. Stop halfway. Place your hands on your thighs. Begin to straighten your legs and flatten your back like a table. Runner's lunge. Begin in a push-up plank position. Arms straight, legs extended back. Step your right foot forward next to your right pinky finger. Then try it on the left side. Cat pose. Begin on hands and knees. Bring your chin towards your chest and arch your back, pulling your belly in towards your back. Frog pose. Begin on hands and knees. Shift both knees out wider than your hips, lowering your belly to the floor. Lower your forearms to the floor, palms flat. Warrior pose. Begin standing tall, both feet hip distance apart. Step 1 foot back, bending front knee, reach hands for the sky. Repeat on the opposite side. Butterfly pose. Begin in seated position with a tall back. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Rest your hands on your knees. Mountain pose. Begin standing hands at sides. Stand tall and strong. Bow pose. Begin lying on your belly. Bend your knees, bringing your heels towards your tailbone and reach for your ankles. Downward dog pose. Begin on hands and knees. Lift up on your toes, pushing your tailbone up and back towards the sky. Child's pose. Begin on hands and knees. Bring your big toes together, sliding your knees wider than your hips. Sit your tailbone back to rest on your feet. Extend your arms out straight in front of you or rest them at your sides. Tree pose. Begin standing tall with both hands at your sides. Focus on a non-moving spot. Bring the bottom of 1 foot to the ankle, shin or thigh of the opposite leg. Hands can remain at your sides, extended up together at prayer position. Repeat on the opposite side. And cobra pose. Begin lying flat on your belly, legs and hands extended in front of you, palms of hands flat on your mat. Begin to bend your elbows, pulling them towards your sides. Press elbows towards your sides and slightly lift your chest off the floor. So those are all of the poses that were, illustrated in the story that you're welcome to practice, or again, create your own yoga story time video using the poses and create a story with using those shapes. And then here is our I Spy yoga game. So these are all the poses in pictures that I just described to you. So we have our star pose. dancer's pose, resting pose, squat pose, half forward fold, runner's lunge, cat pose, frog pose, warrior pose, butterfly pose, mountain pose, bow pose, downward dog pose, child's pose, tree pose, and cobra pose. So those are all of the illustrations, the shapes that you can practice. Again, you can practice all of them in order. You could pick a few of your favorite, or again, you can create your own yoga story using these poses. And then we have, it says Sidnerville favorites. Here are some of our favorite ways to practice yoga as a family. The key is to mix it up, trying new things, and remember that yoga is more than just the poses. So these are other additional activities that you can practice with yourself or with your family or your friends. So Yogi says, the designated leader calls out a yoga pose. Participants follow the command, but not without first hearing the keywords Yogi says. If you get caught in a pose without having heard the magic words, you sit out. The last person standing wins. This game can be also played for fun without anyone sitting out. Yoga freeze dance, dance party. Turn on some fun tunes and get your jam on. When the designated leader stops the music and calls out a pose, participants must freeze in the pose until the music starts again. Flower breathing. Using a flower or your finger, slowly inhale through your nose, smelling the flower, and slowly exhale through the mouth, blowing the petals. This is a great cue for children who need help calming through frustrations or fear. And journaling. Designate a notebook as a journal, sit down together and write or draw pictures. Use topics like, what does family mean to you? What do you feel grateful for? Or freestyle journaling about whatever comes to mind. So these are some activities that you can do. The next story that we're going to read today is called The Night Before Kids Yoga Day by Teresa Ann Power. And every year, I believe it's the first Friday in April, it's International Kids Yoga Day. So there's this website by Teresa Ann Power where it has all different activities for International Kids Yoga Day. And I have some PDFs of the poses from this story, as well as additional yoga poses that I've shared with you in our Google Classroom and also on Seesaw that you can color, that you can use to practice your movement, your asana. So again, noticing what's similar, what's different with the names of the shapes throughout each book. Okay, so here we go. "'Twas the night before Kids Yoga Day, when all around the world not a soul was stirring, no one moved or uncurled. Yoga mats had been placed by each child's bed with care, the anticipation of Kids Yoga Day filling the air. The children were drifting off into a sound sleep by counting yoga poses instead of sheep. And father in his robe and I in my yoga pants of red were just heading upstairs to climb into bed. When out in the yard, I heard such a strange sound that I peered outside and looked all around. The moon shone so bright on this cloudless spring night that it amazed me to see a group of children stretching on their hands and their knees. I couldn't believe my eyes as I saw them practice unicorn pose beneath nighttime skies. I watched in awe as the scene continued to unfold, the children quietly doing yoga without being told. The neighborhood came alive as other kids started to arrive. The leader was a young girl with a head full of curls who commanded the attention of all the boys and girls. She then stood tall in queen pose, so regal and proud, inviting everyone to give it a try in the crowd. As they followed her every move, the group got into a yoga groove. Beneath the stars so bright, the children stretched their bodies into the shape of a kite. I was enamored with the little girl's poise as she bent her body backwards, never making a noise. She calmly stretched her arms behind her in waterfall pose, her cheeks glowing pink like a beautiful rose. Next, she folded forward like a rag doll, allowing her head and arms down to fall. I then bent forward to touch my own toes while calmly breathing in and out through my nose. Excited to see what pose was about to take place, I peeked out of the window with a smile on my face. The children were taking on the form of a twirling windmill, relaxing in unison, spread out on the hill. They stood with their legs slightly bent with feet wide apart, each bringing a hand to the ground in line with their heart. I watched as they sent their other arm up toward the sky, extending it long and reaching up high. As they made their bodies stretch like a letter Y, I realized why yoga is so important to try. The children are finding a sense of calm and of peace, which after each yoga pose only seemed to increase. Soon they were at it again, switching poses while finding their zen. This time they took on the shape of a chair by bending their knees and bringing their hands up in the air. While letting go out a contented sigh, I sunk low, stretching my arms to the sky. Then the little girl winked at me, looking peaceful and stress-free. I knew in an inkling under stars that were twinkling that she was glad to see that I was letting the children just be. Signaling that there were only 3 poses to go, the young yogi imitated the stance of a flamingo. Standing tall and holding her knee, she balanced on one foot as stable as can be. I marveled at the concentration needed for each standing pose, which was made easier by breathing in and out through one's nose. The children continued to follow along, shifting into tree pose, staying focused and strong. Easy pose ended the yoga routine, and I marveled again at the wondrous scene. All the kids were now sitting with legs crossed and back straight, eyes closed, breathing deeply and counting slowly to 8. Then the little girl happily sprang to her feet, and back to their homes did the children retreat. But I heard her exclaim as she was walking away, "Happy Kids Yoga Day to all, and to all a good day." And again, this author has all of the poses that we practiced throughout the story all in one page here. And again, I have something similar for you in our Google Classroom and on Google Docs that you can either print out or you can also color in on Seesaw. I also have it there for you as well, so you can decide. And it says the night before Kids Yoga Day was written in honor of an annual Kids Yoga Day, which is celebrated globally on the first Friday in April every year by tens of thousands of children and their teachers, parents, educators, and caregivers. So it says sign up at kidsyogaday.com to receive your free planning kit and a simple 5-minute yoga routine. No yoga experience necessary, perfect for all ages and all abilities. So again, you are welcome to make your own yoga story using these poses. You can do this on Seesaw. You can do this on any of the links that I've shared in our Google Classroom. So our next story is called Mindful Moves by Nicole Cardoza. So Mindful Moves, kid-friendly yoga and peaceful activities for happy, healthy you. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is about noticing what's happening right here, right now. We can discover so much just by paying attention. Mindfulness helps us explore how we feel. Different places and spaces can make us feel certain ways. When we go on mindful explorations like the ones in this book, We learn a lot about ourselves and about the world around us. So get ready, explorer. Let's go. Be a mindful explorer. Anyone can be a mindful explorer. All you need is your attention and your breath. With these two tools, you can go on all types of mindful adventures, even in the places you visit every day. Breathe, focus. How will it help? The world can be confusing and scary. Sometimes it can feel like things are happening all around us and there's nothing we can do. Mindfulness is a way to choose how to respond when something happens to us. We can pause, take a deep breath, and decide what we want to do next. It might not make the anger, fear, or sadness go away, but sometimes it can help us feel a bit better. Let's practice. Rise and shine. It feels good to stretch right after getting out of bed. See how big you can shine through your chest, your arms, and your smile. Stand tall, feet apart. Stretch your arms up and out. Shine your fingers by spreading them wide. Take a big breath through your nose and into your chest. Breathe out through your mouth. Hello, sunshine. The sun is up and there's lots to do and see. Let's get our bodies moving as we get ready to start the day. Reach up high and touch the sky. Reach down low and let it go. Jump like a frog into downward dog. Bring your belly low, nice and slow. Lift your chest, but not the rest. Then press back to downward dog and relax. Do this exercise as many times as you want. Just remember to rest a little before you start again. So those are the poses. Again, you can practice right along with the story. Check your inner weather. What's the weather like in your mind and body today? Is it bright and sunny in your heart? Twisty like a tornado in your belly? Foggy in your mind? That's okay. Remember, you are like the sky. You are bigger than any rain cloud or storm that is passing you by. So remember, on Seesaw, you can self-reflect. So you can answer all of these questions right on Seesaw. You can do it as a video. You can do it as artwork. There's also the notebook where you can write it down. So you have multiple ways to self-reflect. So checking in with your inner weather. Say hi to how you're feeling today. Hello, sleepy. Hello, sad. Hello, angry. Hello, happy. Once you name your feelings, you can choose how you want to respond. Are we here yet? Can't wait to get where you're going. Try to notice what is happening around you right now instead of worrying about where you will be. Where are you? On a bus? In a car? On a train? Look around. What colors and shapes are passing by? Are you sitting up high or underground on a subway? Is it quiet or noisy? What do you smell? Can you touch both feet in the floor? Can you let your body sink deeper into your seat? Is it a smooth ride or is it bumpy? So again, we can use our senses to make us more mindful, to make us more present. Snack break. Next time you're about to have a snack or a meal, take a deep breath and find a seat. Get ready to go on an exploration. Take a good look at your food. What colors do you see? How many shapes do you see? How does the food smell? So lettuce smells fresh and green. Carrot sticks are orange rectangles. Tomatoes are red circles. Now close your eyes and take a bite. Crunch. What sounds do you make as you munch? Juicy. How does it feel like in your mouth? Salty. What tastes are happening? So try this as you eat. Ask yourself, what am I grateful for? Eat slowly, chewing and swallowing before taking another bite. So mindful eating is such an important practice that you can do at any meal. You can do at snack time. Whatever you're eating, you can be more mindful with. Take 5. Feeling jittery before trying something new? Take deep breaths to get you calm. Then do your best. 1, breathe in through your nose for 5 slow counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then slowly breathe out through your mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat until you're ready. Count on your fingers, breathe while moving one finger at a time. So you can also do this exercise using your hand. Again, you have everything you need. Your breath is your power. Take a big breath and fill your belly up like a balloon. Feel yourself float up to the sky. Then let your breath out in a big sigh and settle back down to the ground. I am royalty. No matter where you are or where you're from, you are destined for great things, like the king or queen of a kingdom. This is a practice to help you feel like you are the strong leader you are becoming. Find a seat and close your eyes. Imagine sitting tall on your throne wearing an imaginary crown. Lift your chin and chest. Let your shoulders relax downward. Breathe in through your nose. Think about the people you admire, all the kings and queens that have come before you. Breathe out through your mouth, remembering that you too are royalty. Send love. We see and talk to many people during the day. Some are friends and some are strangers. Use these thoughts and words to send them all love and kindness. Start with yourself. Take a deep breath. Then in a whisper or silently, say the following words. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe and sound. Now focus on someone you know. Send them the same love and kindness that you gave yourself. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe and sound. Now think of the whole wide world and everyone in it. May we all be happy. May we all be well. May we all be safe and sound. Cats and cows. When we sit too long, we often slouch. Here's a movement you can do right in your chair to stretch out your back. First, be a cow. Sit up tall and puff out your chest. Lift your chin up high, breathe into your belly. Then curl your back like a cat. Pull your shoulders towards your ears. Bring your chin to your chest. Breathe out with a hiss. Do your cats and cows a few times until you feel nice and loose. So these are seated cats and cows. Explore nature. Outside, there's so much to feel, smell, and hear, and see. Try to notice everything about nature that you can. It doesn't matter if you are in the city or in the woods, nature is everywhere. Can you feel the earth under your feet? Can you feel the air around you? Do you feel the sun smiling on your skin? Can you feel the rain? Do you see any trees or flowers? What do you smell? What do you hear? Try this. When you're inside, see if you can remember all your favorite things about being outside in nature. So again, all of these questions you can self-reflect in Seesaw or in our Google Classroom. Move like an owl. Have you been looking at a screen for a while? Take time for a break. Try these owl movements to keep your eyes healthy and your neck and shoulders loose. Owls can't move their eyes, so they have to move their necks in order to see all around themselves. Move your head to look up, look down, look all around. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and then let them drop. Shut your eyes, then open them wide. Stretch out your wings. Take a big breath and fill up your chest. Let it out and close your eyes. Take a mind picture. Each day you see so many cool things. Take a picture with your mind so you can remember what you see. Choose something that catches your eye. Look closely. What colors do you see? What is moving? What is still? What does your picture sound like? What does your picture smell like? Breathe in. Pull this picture into your body. Breathe out to take the picture. Now close your eyes. Can you still see the picture you just took? Try this. When you lie down and close your eyes at night, try looking at the mind pictures you took today. Grow like a tree. We have so much to learn from the trees. They are tall and strong and peaceful. Let's practice being a beautiful tree. Stand tall and strong on both feet like a tree trunk. Press one foot into the ground and imagine growing roots. Place your other foot on your leg below your knee. Feel yourself grow from the top of your head. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. If you want to grow even taller, bring your arms up to the sky like branches. Try this. Can you bend and sway in the breeze? So trying out our tree pose. And remember, you can always hold on to the wall, the chair, a desk, a family member. You can turn this into a green wave forest. So you can get creative. You can also add mudras to your trees. You could balance a stuffed animal on your head or your shoulder or your knee. So you can make all these shapes very creative. Close your eyes and count how many different sounds you can hear. Twang, twang, gurgle, gurgle, whoosh, tweet, tweet, woof, woof, purr, ring, ring. Legs up, cool down. Getting mad can heat you up. The legs up pose can help you cool down. How could you do that? Arg, I'm mad. I'm so upset. I'm angry. Ah, I'm mad. Arg, it's not fair. I'm angry. They were so mean to me. I'm mad. Arg. Sit on the floor facing a wall. Lie down on the floor and place the bottoms of your feet on the wall. Walk your feet up the wall until your toes are above your head. Place one hand on your belly. Place the other hand on your heart. Take big breaths in and out until your body feels cooler and more relaxed. So you can try this with a chair. You can try this with the wall. You can use your yoga blocks to make a wall. You can use your pillows, your bolsters, using what you have to get creative as we calm and cool the body down. Breathe like a walrus. When we get angry, our bodies can get tight. Pretend you are a slow, calm walrus to relax your body and your mind too. Let the sides of your face get heavy. Imagine your front teeth growing into long walrus tusks. Stretch your hands open like flippers and swim through the sea. Take a big breath in through your nose and out of your walrus mouth. Draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug. Say thank you to you for all that you do. Help, care, play, study, clean. So it's so important to have that attitude of gratitude when it starts with ourselves. So then we can share that gratitude with each other to be more calm and peaceful and more kind. Proud like a lion. Imagine you are a big, brave lion in the grasslands. You are proud of who you are and who you will be. Sit tall. Feel your lion's mane grow up to the sky. Place your big lion paws on each knee. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and stick out your tongue. Breathe out like a lion, roar. So this is your lion's breath. So you go just like that. A nice big roar to clear out the clouds. And you can do this wherever you go, because remember, your breath is your power. No matter where you go, you are always breathing, and can tap into these practices to be more mindful and more calm. Pose like a superhero. We are all superheroes, even when we aren't wearing a cape. Let's pretend to be superheroes to feel big and brave. Place your hands on your hips, plant your feet firmly on the ground, pull your shoulders back. Be tall like the hero you are, ready to save the day. So try this. Think of something you are really good at. What is your inner superpower? So again, you can answer these questions, self-reflect on Google Classroom or in Seesaw. Flower and candle breath. It's okay to feel worried or anxious, but anxiety can be scary, like a very mean dog or loud thunder. Sometimes flower and candle breathing can help you calm down. Pretend you are holding a flower in one hand. What color is it? What does it smell like? Pretend you are holding a candle in your other hand. What color is it? How tall is it? Smell the flower with a big sniff in through your nose. Blow out the candle with a long, soft breath from your mouth. Keep practicing until you feel calm. So breathing in your flower, blowing out the candle. Move like a jellyfish. Jellyfish go with the flow. Their soft bodies help them stay calm even when they feel scared or worried. Can you let go and flow like a jellyfish? Stand with your knees bent, Fold forward over your legs so your chest reaches toward your knees. Make your arms and legs loose like a jellyfish. Sway from side to side. Breathe in and out as you move. So jellyfish pose or forward folding. Shake it all out, let it all go. Clear out whatever clouding up your mind to shake it out so you have more clarity. Do nothing pose. Take a break. It's good for your body and your mind, especially if you're having a tough day. Lie down on the ground or on the bed or a couch. Relax each part of your body from your toes to the top of your head. Relax your feet, relax your legs, relax your arms, relax your neck, relax your mouth and your eyes and even your nose. Let your thoughts pass by like clouds in the sky. Don't try to stop them and don't hold on to them. Do nothing. So this is also known as Shavasana, our final relaxation pose. Again, they're the same shapes, but each author, uses a different name for them. So you can do the same thing too to express your creativity as you create your own poses and your own yoga story time. Place one hand on your heart and count every heartbeat. Thump, thump. How fast is it beating? Slow like a snail or a turtle? Quick like a bunny? Speedy like a cheetah? Zippy like a car? Bedtime blast off. Sometimes even though you've turned out the lights and climbed into bed, your mind is still full. Let's make room for sleep. Imagine a big shiny rocket ship. Fill it up with your thoughts. Close the door and blast off. Watch the rocket shoot toward the stars and go farther and farther away. Picture it getting smaller in the big black sky and smaller and smaller. Finally, all that's left is a clear sky filled with shining stars, a whole universe of space for sleepy dreams. Sleepy snuggles. Choose a stuffed animal, a blanket, or another favorite object to be your friend. Help your friend get ready for sleep. Lie on your back. Place your friend gently on your belly. Take a big breath into your belly and watch your friend rise up to the sky. Let that big breath out through your mouth and watch your friend settle into sleep. Keep breathing slowly. Fill your belly like a balloon. Watch your friend move up and down until you're both calm and settled for bedtime. So you can use a stuffed animal as a breathing buddy. If you don't have a stuffed animal, you could always use a pillow or hold a blanket or use a book or an object to connect to your breath on your belly. All quiet inside. As you lie in bed, notice the sounds around you. Where are they coming from? Now let's notice the sounds inside of you. Close your eyes and tune in to different parts of your body. Listen to your body get ready to fall asleep. Can you hear your feet getting tired? Can you hear your legs relax? Can you hear your belly rumble off to sleep? Can you hear your heart beat, beat, beat? Can you hear your tongue go shh and settle down for bedtime? Can you hear your mind grow quiet? And that is the end of this story. So again, today, I hope you notice the difference between all of the books we read with the shapes and the poses for our asana practice. And I encourage you to create your own yoga story time. Again, all of the links to the activities that go along with this video are posted on our Google Classroom and also in Seesaw. So I can't wait to see what you create. So thank you for joining me for our yoga story time today. Let's all take a nice deep breath. Breathe in, reach those arms up to the sky, breathe it out. Go green wave, namaste.